At 14, this girl was homeless. And by 19, she was making, more than the President of the United States. Mary Elizabeth Evans was born here in Syracuse, 1884, in a family of privilege, actually. Her grandfather was a prominent judge. But the early deaths of her father and her grandfather, and the real estate market tanked, maintenance costs went up, and within a couple of years, the family was literally homeless. Mary Elizabeth was 15 years old, and she wanted to do something to help. She made a business out of something that she was passionate about, which was making candy. The whole community sort of chipped in to help Mary Elizabeth, this adorable girl who was selling candy to save a family of widows and children. Pretty soon, orders were coming in from all over the nation. She opened candy shops from Boston to Bermuda. Those candy shops turned into tea rooms, turned into restaurants, including one of the most popular and fashionable restaurants on Fifth Avenue in New York City. She made one donut out of that bakery, the cruller. But she sold 250 dozen crullers a day.
We sell a lot of donuts. 250 dozen donuts is a lot of donuts a day, right? So it's like, and she was super successful.
What was once the best donut in NYC will now be the best donut in CNY, because in a great collaboration with Glazed and Confused, we have teamed up to reintroduce the Mary Elizabeth cruller to the market.
So this donut's completely different than anything we've ever done, and it's different than other scratch cruller recipes. When I looked at that recipe versus other recipes, like she adds some butter in her process, others don't. It took us a while because we never really made these donuts to perfect it. The hard part was getting this recipe that she's got to be able to make 200. I was literally making 4 or 5 at a time because I wanted it to be as similar as I could to her. Once they're done, they're really, really light. They're definitely flaky, so it almost tasted like a cross between a croissant and a donut. I think by nature, people will appreciate it more because they know the backstory.
The story really resonated with me because she was so young and a female. I mean, in 1900, to talk about an entrepreneur who went on to such great success and then gave back. You just don't find that many women from that period. And then to know that she was a teenager on top of that. And she never forgot Syracuse. She donated paintings to the Everson Museum. She helped build Memorial Hospital, which became Carl's Hospital. This woman lived on a green light, and she never slowed down and she never stopped.